Okay, welcome back. This is part 11, and I don't know if you noticed in any of the last videos, but I did lose my jetpack. And how I lost my jetpack? Well, I won't show you in the video, but I can tell you that I did throw my golden bag of holdings out of my inventory and it despawned. So I need to make a new jetpack, and I got so mad that I was gonna make a tier 3 jetpack or the redstone jetpack. I was about to say resonant, but the yellow jetpack, basically. Sometimes you just make mistakes while recording, and unfortunately I did make that mistake there. So that's why I'm going to spend some time making a new jetpack. Now, after growing some seeds, just in case, I'm going to make the leadstone jetpack, and I did make that first in the beginning of the series, though I screwed up and lost my jetpack, as I already mentioned. It's a lengthy process, but I do need jetpacks. It's annoying to travel around this planet of dust without one. Now, after making a hardened jetpack, I need to make this redstone jetpack, or whatever it's called, and it's expensive. It's way more expensive than the previous jetpack, and I'm running out of resources, so I need to make more. I made the mistake here, trying to make that, instead of using plastic sheets. It happens, brain farts happen. Now the main reason why it's difficult to make is just because of all the redstone that I need to make these thrusters, and knowing my setup, I don't have much redstone, so I gotta be careful with all the redstone that I'm using. And there you go, that is the first thruster. Now I do make the second one, and I just need to get more electrum. Now I wanted to make the resonant jetpack in this video, but the issue I had was I didn't have enough resources, so I just went with this one. So then after that, I made the parts needed to make a cutlass, so I can have a better weapon when I have to fight mobs such as zombie pigmen. I'm using alumite. I don't know how to pronounce things, but I'm using this since it's readily available, and yeah, it works. Decent amount of durability. I don't have ardite, and I would make one out of ardite, but it's fine. There we go. I have this set up right here so that I can make charcoal, and it'll do this because I'm about to go out again, explore for more stuff. I've been farming quite a lot, and this is just my efforts here. I'm gonna turn all this into charcoal. And then after that, I'm gonna start working on the bob grinder and the other machine for completing the basic survival category. Food's quite a problem, so I definitely need to make sure I bring more food before I leave. Yeah, I need a reactant dynamo. Pesky redstone and bronze. I do get those things eventually. I don't need to show you that I make it on camera. Just believe me. There we go. And then basic survival is now done. I actually unlocked Create a Life. Or I might have unlocked it before, I don't know. I will need to make a mob grinder in order to start these quests to get mob essence. And at this point, I finally became self-aware, wasn't an idiot anymore, and I actually had a water drum, or wanted to make one, because I was like, oh wait, let's just let the water machine, or whatever it's called, produce water while I'm away, so then I have a bunch of water when I come back. Though I don't think I end up using all my resonant tanks filled with water, just because yeah, it's a lot of water actually. Hours worth. So then I fixed those. Probably a mistake removing those fluid ducts, but whatever. And there we go. I'm not sure why it's black, the water drum, but it's fine, I guess. I will empty out some tanks and let it refill. refill into the drum. There we go. Now, while I wait a little bit, I'm just gonna have a look at my other resources. As you can see, the obsidian does take priority. And now, got my sandwiches. It takes quite a while for me to get better food, but this is probably the best food, honestly, in the entire pack. If you don't want to waste your time crafting other things. It's pretty simple. Now I'm going to craft some better armor. I'm not going to use Invar anymore. Or whatever, yeah. And the cool thing about diamond armor is that you don't actually heat up too much, or if any at all. So it's better than the other armors. At least the ones you can craft, of course. One more thing, I guess, before I leave for exploring, I need to, or at least before preparing, I need to make hammers so that I can have gravel producing itself, yeah, while I leave and explore. Otherwise, I'm not being efficient around my base. There we go. It is a bit excessive, but I just want to make sure it's going and going and going until it can't go anymore. After doing all that nonsense, I am ready to go. I just made a massive cut there. And off and away. Look how much faster it is compared to the hardened jetpack. Even I was amazed at the time. Now off to my first city, or not, yeah, for the most part, or a couple cities. Now I do take my time in each city just because it is dangerous. I don't got a lot of health. I will have more hearts eventually, just not right now. I don't got the resources yet. Nor do I have heart canisters. But for now, I like to loot these industrial cities to boost my pneumatic craft items. I hate crafting this stuff for the most part. I mean, see, like, why would you craft so many things when you can just pillage these cities, you know? Like, look, there's a kinetic compressor right there. That's kind of hard to make. And these assembly units, too. Now, after doing a little bit of looting, I gotta recharge my jetpack again. It takes a little bit of time, but I always want to have at least half full of energy, if that makes any sense. And unfortunately, I do die and I have to fly back somewhere. So here's proof that I actually did prepare to go back. I died quite a bit away. It wasn't as far as last time, but it's still far. And oh boy, you're about to see how dangerous it was. Fun fact, this is the third time that I've died in this pack, and it will be my last. I'm not lying to you, it's actually true. I am Kevin from the future. Well, that's my name, but TK. I'm TK from the future. There we go. Now I just have to wait slowly for the sink shell constructor to do its thing. I always make sure it's 100% before I go, otherwise, you know, I lose everything. The world's over. Super slow. Now I do some cuts here and there. And then another one there. I decided, since I forgot to bring my bed, which was a stupid mistake, I'm just gonna go for it. In the night, even though the mobs are spawning quickly, I'm just gonna go YOLO. And oh boy, the mobs almost get me. You'll see one in particular almost kill me. Now, if anyone plays this pack, I wouldn't recommend doing this. Just not good idea. You need a bed. Bed is better than doing this. Now, the most serious mobs to deal with are the baby zombies. They move quite quickly. Most dangerous zombies, of course. But there's one in particular that does spawn occasionally, and literally it's on me right now. Look how quick it is on the minimap. It's literally right behind me. And I realize if I keep going, I'm gonna die, and I almost do die. Kind of panicking. You saw me shaking a little bit. And rather than letting my health slow me down, I just keep going for now. I want to avoid the baby zombies as much as possible. They're quite annoying. I don't know why there'd be zombies that quick in a pack like this, but yeah. Now see, it's not as far away as last time, but man, it is far. It took like 15-20 minutes to get back here. And I don't know where I died because the game, the waypoint mod doesn't tell me where I die this far out or something like that. I do eventually find my stuff. It's right here. I did fall to my death again, which is ridiculous. Of all deaths. Now, after a little bit, I do find another industrial city, I like to call them, and there are 3 reactor buildings, one partially destroyed. Probably the best one I found. And my apologies for the video not being full screen. I don't know what I was doing, to be honest, recording, but at least I got it on camera. See? 1 and 2 fully intact. Now, I'm not going to really do much commentary here at all, just because you've seen me do this already, clear these buildings, so I'll just let the video do its thing.
scared.
Alright, anyways, that's it for part 11, and yeah, I will get back to base eventually. That's it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.